Hello, Grandma DC here. And it's Sunday, November 12th, I think. Well, we cooked ourselves to death over the weekend, didn't we? I made myself 2 pieces of bread. You don't have to make a big batch of it. I just lay my knife across it and cut. It pops open. You know this bread. If you haven't been on my channel before, go look Did I Dream It? This is the holy grail of zero carb bread. Take my word for it, you'll just have to. Oh yeah, it's still beautiful. You can make small batches, big batches, it don't matter. It looks like bread, feels like bread, tastes like bread. And I just got my coffee this morning, was drinking on that, cleaning up after all the cooking for the week. I've got some giblets cooking in water here that I made. I'm just going to take them to Mother and let her deal with them. I've got so much fruit in my freezer, it's not even funny. I fried me a few eggs this morning. Thought I'd have an egg sandwich. So, they're just my little Sarama eggs. Okay, the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener I got that was golden. We talked about trying that because it's cheaper, and I was trying to find a brown sugar substitute. It's not as brown sugar strong as like the erythritol, but I really like it. However, I have to read to you the back cover because there was a genius that wrote this on the back of this. And I was just laughing the whole way down because it sounds like something I'd write. Maybe not this good though. Oh, in the remote mountains of the highlands of Asia, as we begin our story, a group of Buddhist monks called the Lao Han achieved enlightenment and ascension through meditation, prayer, and pure living. On the slopes of a primeval forest, the monks discovered and cultivated a rare fruit prized for its sweetness. The sacred fruit was named monk fruit, or Luhan Gao, after its devoted caretakers, and was used in elixirs to raise chi and life energy. Monk fruit was used for centuries in the Eastern traditional herbalism to increase chi and well-being, earning it the nickname the Immortal's Fruit. You're gonna live forever eating this stuff. We still grow and harvest monk fruit for Lakanto in the same pristine area and according to the traditional and environmental methods. Born a proprietary mixture of the high purity monk fruit extract and non-GMO erythritol, Lakanto is a delicious zero-calorie, zero-glycemic sweetener with the sumptuous, rich taste of sugar. My gosh, I had to have it. That's awesome. If you write that, I'm going to use your product. Methinks thou doth protest too much. So it does say it has some erythritol in it. Well, that being said, it was a wonderful weekend. I had so much fun cooking for you all. Here's my problem. Here's my other problem. I have to get rid of all that turkey waste. You know, the bones and the fat and the stuff that you don't use. And I can't give it to the dogs because you don't give your dogs a bird bones. They'll shatter and cut their throats or insides or something. So I can't put them outside anywhere. My dogs will find them. I can't feed them to the chickens. The wild animals will come up and get into it. And so the only thing, I can't put it in the trash because my dogs will find a way out there to the trash, and so will other people's dogs. So my only way to get rid of it is to carry them all the way out into the far wilderness and leave them for wild animals that have better teeth and better esophaguses and stomachs to forage on. And then I bring the pan back and wash it. Although tonight, since I have to go to work, I'll probably wash my pan at work. Just dump it along the way. Oh, I don't know how the rest of you get rid of all your stuff like that you don't want your animals getting into. I always thought this was a real problem, especially if you live in New York City or someplace like that. Other things. Let's see. Oh, Lakanto maple flavored syrup. It's thin, but it tastes just like maple. It really does. I want to make some pancakes one of these days and use that. Just wasn't in the mood for them today. But however, the Sucre & Gold fiber syrup, which I don't know if this is exactly Sucre & Gold, but it said it was like Sucre & Gold. It tastes like molasses or sorghum. Okay. I think those are some interesting things that I had to catch you up on. What else? Well, I'm starting another week of work. So I'm a little down. I did take my depression meds. I have to. Scudner? No, you're not eating the cat food. And back to work I go. Work. Did hear from my son the other day. Some of you have asked. He's doing really good. It's amazing. He's an extremely hard house, and he's a natural. He's just been doing, from what I hear, awesome. He did finally call me the other day, or texted me and asked me how I was doing, and I was like, 2 weeks? Your mother doesn't hear from you for 2 weeks, and you finally send me a text. Oh, joy. Yeah, I turn into that Jewish mother sometimes, which is probably why my kids never contact me. Oh, poor me. Oh, Mother didn't want to go out with me, as you know, with the dog the other day, but she did get out of the house and go with Pam, and they went out and running around, have a good time. So I'm just glad she felt good enough to get out of the house and go running around. I do miss seeing her and getting to run around with her since I'm working so much. But I need the money this time of year, you know, the end of the year, taxes and present, everything else. It's ridiculous. My cousins invited me to Thanksgiving. Thank you all, bless you guys, but I'm spending it with clients. I'm working like a 48-hour shift down through there with maybe a 8 hours, 10 hours off to come home and feed the animals in between. So there you go. So you do what you got to do. I know it's another thing. You know, guys, I love y'all. We're nearly 2,000 subscribers now. I cannot believe my family has grown so big on YouTube. I love every one of you, and I really mean that. Thank you so much. YouTube doesn't make a person that much money. I do this because I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy your wonderful comments. They keep me going. I tell you, there are days I think I'm just going to give up, and then someone comments that I make their day, or they can't live without me, or something, and I'm like, oh, I need to be there for somebody, you know. That's just the way I am. I do watch other YouTubers, though, and they're so pristine, and they're so clear, and their pictures are so well centered, and their food looks gorgeous. It's not on a paper plate. You know, I try. And they, you know, everything they do, they don't drop stuff or break things. You know how it is with me. Trip over stuff. You know, and they're just beautiful. But they have that background music that's like low, but you can still hear it, and it just sets the mood, you know. And then I watch, you know, other people like, oh, you know, Kate, Christy, whatever her name is. She's got just a beautiful, I don't know what camera she's using. It just looks like movie star quality. And I know her husband runs it for her, and she is just immaculate. I mean, down to grams immaculate. I just can't be like that. I don't, you know, it's like, I don't know, that's just not real. But I can understand. I like to watch it too. So I don't know why y'all like me. Like what? What is wrong with you? Are we all insane? Yes, we are. That's why I say, welcome to the insanity. If you're new to this, the reason I named it that was because every time I said I was going to do the keto diet, people were like, are you insane? But they're not doing that anymore. It's 3 years now, and people are like, oh, I hear that's really good. It's like, uh-oh, now I'm becoming mainstream. This does work. So, I just wanted to tell you I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. I do have a couple of, I have a vlog that I'm going to hold back to give you a little something in the middle of the week to hold on to. And I'm out here. I'm here. Everything is fine. Oh, real quick update on the chicks. Hang on. Someone asked. There they are. Look how much bigger the one is, and it's only a week older. They don't have names. I haven't named them since Ham died because I was afraid. But they're getting feathers. And they go through water and chick feed like mad. Yes, you do, you little turkey. You're not a turkey, you're a chicken. Let me get you down here closer, maybe you can see them better. Hi guys, say hello. Say, well, we're not gonna be able to stay here. That's the little one. We're not gonna be able to, there's the bigger one. That's 1 week's growth difference. We're not gonna be able to stay here in this aquarium. I don't know what we're gonna do, Grandma. What are we gonna do, Grandma? That one's a little friendlier. He's older. Because they're already, starting to get bigger. These are big chicks. They're not the little Saramas like I'm used to. So, they're going to be needing to find a home outside. It's misting today. There's a yard backup. Oh, that's another thing I didn't tell you. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. I have the little rooster that the hens, they had. He's beautiful. This is the baby rooster. He's now in the pen where Noisy was. And Noisy's in with the girls. Why? Because I put him in with the girls and they nearly killed him. They hated him. But for some reason, they like Noisy. I don't know why. So now he has a home. And Pretty Boy has a home. And Red still has his home. And I have put Romeo in with his ladies. I know, he wants out. I would let him out, but today's a gray day, and I got to tell you something about gray and rainy days. And I don't know, any of you live in the country find this to be true, but the critters come out. The critters come out worse on gray, rainy days, and they go after the chickens. What are you doing to the kitty cat? Stop that. Stop it. Angus. Why they don't like that cat, I will never know. Scudner! Stop that. Stop chasing the cat. What are you yelling about? It's not you. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Oh, look at this. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Now look at this. There's a cat that knows how to sit still and not move. The problem is Evil's daughter runs. And when you run, there's Angus. He's doing good. Doing his thing out there, looking very casual about it. Good boy, Angus. When you run, you kick that dog pack mentality into high gear, and those dogs will chase after her. I don't know what it is. They've never hurt her. I mean, Scud gets her down every once in a while, kind of mauls around on her, but he never hurts her. Angus sometimes, though, if he could catch one, I kind of worry about him. But he doesn't even blink at spats. Personalities, I guess, because it's like the chickens letting Noisy in, and they're fine with him, but they didn't want Pretty Boy in. Animals have preferences, I suppose, just like people on YouTube. So, okay, the big news I have not been telling you. I didn't want to get your hopes up because... Oh, there goes one of those big woodpeckers. Oh, wish you could see him. Dang. Did you hear him, though? That's one of those big pileated ones with big black wings and red head. That'd have been cool if that was in my house. Poppy about 3 weeks ago. I told him when I got the money, I said, get the guy and have the guy come and do the yard with the bulldozer, bobcat. Oh, he says, yeah, we will. We're going to get that, they're going to doze through the fence and get the that old rose bush out of there. It's not a real rose, it's a wild one, a lot of thorns. Kind of smells pretty once a year, but that's about it. There goes another pileated woodpecker. I guess we're do they go south in the winter? So anyway, they were going to doze through the fence. I know this is going to be a problem. I've got some cattle panels I can put back and fix it. And he was going to doze all this out flat. They were going to dig the hole and I was going to get water. And that was 3 weeks ago. And they were going to do it that week. And then he said next week. And now they're not talking. I mean, he's not saying anything to me. And Pop's taken on like 3 more jobs. I told you it wouldn't be until next year. I knew that was going to happen. So I didn't want to get your hopes up. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the whole world if you can't find the people to do the jobs. So here I wait, another winter with a garden hose and no water. And I've learned to live with it. This will be my 4th winter. So I'm good. I'm good. I'll keep saying that because if you say it enough, it'll be true. So anyway, I love y'all. My neighbors are running around on their 4-wheeler. Probably going and getting ready to go hunting. That's probably why they were shooting the other day, practicing. And that's about it. So like, share, and subscribe if you want to keep up with the insanity. I hope this little talking vlog was okay with you. And we'll be doing more cooking maybe next weekend if I have it off. Not sure about next weekend. I think I do. I love y'all. Bye-bye.